my name is Alexandra and welcome to my studio. As I said in the beginning of the year, for me, this year will be all about dragons. I'm designing some other things as well, but dragons is my main focus. And today I would like to invite you to join me in a new little adventure. Dragon themed adventure is a new knit along. I'm Dragon Remix. And this is the pattern you see right next to me. So, original pattern, I'm Dragon, was published in 2018. And I really love everything about it. I love the yarn. I was working with ancient arts, and it's beautiful antique gold yarn I used for that design. I love the photo shoot because it was very interesting circumstances how I found the kind of inspirational painting by unknown artist from medieval time. So everything was lined up and done. I don't think I could do better job at that time. But since 2018, I learned so much about three-dimensional knitting, specifically dragon design, that I thought that, this design, I'm Dragon, really deserve kind of like remix. So what I changed, original pattern. So the measurements are different. Needle size I adjusted, it's different. So to make it even more kind of easier to create this three-dimensional shape, more beads, it's 3 beads per one each scale. So what else I did? Different, I changed stitching a little bit. I changed the top right here. I changed a tassel slightly, but improved it. And it will have a different, so the description is slightly different. Tassel is different. Again, it's not completely different look, but it's a remix. So I've done a lot of work to improve and kind of give it new life to I'm Dragon design. And again, I didn't want to disturb the original one because I love it as is. But I thought it needs it's 6 years almost since I published it. So it needs a new, kind of like a new look. So about the knit along, I'll start with this. Knit along will start on June 16th because this is a date, it's Sunday, but this is a date when House of Dragons season 2 on Max is premiering. So I thought it would be a really wonderful idea. So we would be knitting dragon scales and watching the series, new season of House of Dragons. What a perfect combination. So I hope you like this idea. So join in. Yes, so June 16th, Sunday. On that day, I will have one Zoom cast along party, cast on party, and everybody welcome. Even if you're just thinking of joining, you're not sure, you just want to see what it's about, tune in, it's free, it's just come and sit with us. We're probably going to start putting beads on that day. Yeah, so the links are published and they are on my website and on Reverly. And so what else I did on Reverly is I created a separate thread, separate topic in my Reverly group for this knit along. So there we can share the pictures, everybody welcome, share pictures of your yarn, of your beads, of your progress, ask question. We always have a really wonderful and kind of close and you feel like you among friends. So join in. So that's about knit along, June 16th. So next, I want to talk to you about the yarn. So the yarn, take a look at this yarn. It's absolutely stunning. This design is a collaboration with Knit Circus, and they are really amazing at creating beautiful gradients. So I'll tell you a little story. I was in Minneapolis. I was teaching at Yarn Over event there in the fall of 2023. And of course, they had a beautiful market there. And Knit Circus was there. And I've never seen the yarn before. And I saw this skein. And I just fell in love immediately. And they were like, so we start talking, exchange information, and I thought it's absolutely perfect yarn for revamping this design. So it's really beautiful gradient here. So what they did, because original yarn, so it's fingering weight, you need only one cake, but for this design, you do need over 400 yards. Because if you have just 400 or less, you will have, this is a mini version. So it's actually substantially smaller than this one. It still works, but a knit circus actually created specifically for us, for this design, for this knit along, larger skeins, which is 440 yards. And so it's fingering weight, and it's like this one you see here, but I'll show you how it looks kind of in the clothes. So I started from a blue, like from out of skein. So I started with blue, and it goes into the gray and into the white. And I ended with the tassel. And of course, well, I'll talk about tassel in a second. So, but of course, you can start with the lighter portion, like with a white, and work your way to the blue. So, but it's this yarn is just absolutely stunning. And of course, they have so many other gradients, so you don't have to use this color. But I thought it was like really cool, and I thought using those crystal beads. So it's Miyuki glass beads, but they look like a little icicles, little crystal. So everything gives this kind of like a snowy icicle look, very fresh and beautiful. So that's what I was going for, but you do what you do. So okay, so about this design, um it's I'm kind of like, I don't want to call it a shawl, because it's really one skein. So, and again, this is a smaller version. The larger one is here. And it's got magnetic snaps on each end. And if you've done my designs, I like magnetic snaps. So you start right here and work your way up with a larger size needle, and work your way up to here, and then change to smaller size needle, because all you need is just a firm kind of like I kept it plain, because there is no point to make it fancy. Like you have a kind of like, you need a frame at the top, and that's it. So, and then, so how I suggest to wear it, you stretch it out and start bringing ends together, and you see how it kind of folds on its own. And all you do is just snap around your neck, and you can see it just sits there. So it's like it's perfectly framing. You instantly become this mythological creature. And that's why I called it I'm Dragon, because it just kind of transforms you. And the edging is so beautiful. So it looks really good on its own, or with a jacket. And I like this design when I like to wear it when I don't want any bulk around my neck. Like when you put shawls, it's just so much here and it gets very hot. But this one, you just put it on and that's it. And remember, we have a tassel at the back. So if I turn this piece, it's right there. So what it does, it kind of anchors it. First of all, it's another focal point at the back. If I take it away, it just looks too plain, but this way it's there. It's got a little bit of crystals there. Well, it's glass beads, but like looks like a little crystals. And it's just another, like a little element there. But, I think it's a nice touch. And let me show you how it looks kind of in the clothes. So in my original piece, I'm Dragon, I didn't have this piece right at the top here. I just didn't even know that, I should have done it. But I really like this additional element, which is actually a wooden bead covered with one layer of yarn. And don't worry, I have a video tutorial how to do it, and photo tutorial will be in a pattern. And then when you attach actual tassel to this part here, you don't have any knots, in kind of like kind of like um, awkward transitions. It's all hidden right there. And you see it looks very nice and clean. And this additional piece, first of all, it makes it slightly heavier. So it anchors your piece down or wherever you're using it. And also it hides all the awkward ends and transitions and knots inside this large opening. So what you need to look for, wooden bead with a large opening, because that's kind of a key. And that's how it looks like. So if I actually pull it aside, you can see the wooden part right there. So just one layer. It's actually you can do it pretty fast, but it looks more commercially finished. That was I was going for. So you also don't have to do grading. Of course, it's so much fun. And it's like only one cake or one skein. But I want to show you here, I have this design in a larger skein, and it has one color. It also has a tassel, and you do absolutely the same thing. Stretch it out, bring ends together, and snap it around your neck. And it sits beautifully right here. Right there. So one color always, like it also looks really wonderful. So it's up to you what you're gonna do for the knit along, but just keep in mind that this is what Knit Circus did for us with this yarn is actually limited edition. So the larger cakes. So I would suggest grab it while you can. And they're making quite a few different colors, and all of them are stunning. It's just like I decided to go with the blue because I haven't done this shade of a dragon before, and it was very exciting. So again, June 16th. So right now, if you are purchasing this pattern is not available yet, right? So it will be available in full on June 16th. Right now, all you can do is download one page, and it would be just information about the knit along, and with the links where I purchased the beads, the yarn, and like if you're looking for some other things, magnetic snaps. So just useful things. But also keep in mind that price will go up on this pattern on June 16. So right now, if you're purchasing it now, even that it's not available yet, you are reserving this price that is, current price. So what's going to happen if you never done knit along before? What's happening on June 16th is the pattern will be, if you purchase it prior to that, it's going to go automatically on June 16 in your library, and you will receive an email notification, and it will be there. You don't have to click anything. You don't have to look for it. It's there. So it's very convenient, and it gives you time, kind of like makes a little more kind of like, okay, I'm committed. I'm going to, do the knit along. I'm going to watch my House of Dragon or whatever you want to watch, and season 2, and knit my I'm Dragon remix pattern. So what my pattern, let's talk about that. So it will be over 8 pages long. It will include written instructions, chart, step-by-step photo tutorial for tassels, all this stuff. And also I already made, actually, I have to do editing of new finishing technique video for this design. So it's about like, just finishing techniques, including tassels. So you don't have to guess. The information would be available there. So my patterns usually quite long, just because I want to be very thorough. And notes are very important as well. So I actually say in a pattern before that, please read notes prior to work. So what you need for this design? Of course, yarn. You need over 400 yards to make full size dragon remix pattern. Okay. You need just, two size needles, size 2 and 0. 0 is crucial because this way it just looks better. And you only have to do that much in size 0. So don't worry. And I suggest 32-inch long. And of course, I'm using Chiago, and it's the only needles I use. So here. So you will need beads. You can of course skip this. You don't have to make it with beads, but beads makes everything fun. So you need size 6, and I have a link where I get that, and I found this particular color in other places. So you need 40 grams. So it's two tubes, and it's enough to do the whole thing with a tassel. But you're not gonna have much left. You need a bead needle. And one of the reason, like this is kind of like a official bead needle right here. And I have a video tutorial how to place beads because you have to put it prior directly on the yarn. But this time I actually used dental floss, and it's available everywhere. So it's right there. And it's just so easy to use, and this thing would last you a lifetime, I guess, right there. So I got it at CVS. You need magnetic snaps, and again, in the needle long information, there would be link to the size and where I got those. And they usually come in different colors. So this one is silver, but it comes in pewter and antique gold. So if you're using any other colors of yarn, you can match it better. But let me show you. So if you haven't done it before, so it's there. And now I'm showing it to you. You can see it. It's kind of shiny. But when you wear it, it's not obnoxious at all. It's actually kind of hidden, and you don't have to worry. But this way, you don't have to put any buttonholes or buttons. It's just you snap it and that's it. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and 16 stitch markers. Yes. So I like to specify how many because I like to have them all in this one color or kind of like themed. So that's why I'm like, okay, how many stitch markers I need? 16. So that's pretty much it. And I do hope you join me. Usually I give way more time for like to get things together, but I thought like even if you well, you can order it right now, so it's available. But even if you joining late, I'm sure you have one skein of yarn fingering weight in your stash, and you can find beads, or you can skip beads and work without it and join us anyway. So we have from today, we have 3 weeks to get things together. And also shoot me email if you have any questions. Join us on Reverly in this group. So what else I wanted to say? And I hope I'll see you via Zoom on June 16th at 11 a.m. US Central Time. Okay, so I hope you like the design. I'm very excited about that, and let's watch the House of Dragon season 2 together and meet little dragons. I'll see you soon. Bye.